Hello everybody, my name is Brandon Schmel and welcome to a video presentation on project manager roles and responsibilities. Here is the table of contents of this video presentation. We're going to begin by talking about the definition of project manager. We're going to talk about the roles of a project manager, the responsibilities of a project manager, and we're going to discuss the easier aspects of a project manager and the harder aspects of a project manager. So with that, the definition of a project manager is basically the leader of a project. They're going to lead the team and guide the project into to complete the goals and aspects of the project that are sought after. But a couple more bullet points here is a project manager must be multi-talented and understand all aspects of the project that they are managing. This allows them to understand the different types of works that need to be done and the roles of their team. They also need to be able to initiate, plan, execute, and close a project with ease. If a project manager can do all of those things with ease, then the project will go smoothly and the success of the project is much higher. They also must possess all types of soft skills to balance the team and leadership. This is discussing the kind of interpersonal skills between a leader and the team. So the leader must be able to delegate work and settle differences or come up with solutions for personal issues within the team and be able to motivate them. There are many different roles of a project manager, but the biggest one is to be the manager of the project and to lead the team in the direction that the project must go in order to succeed. Some more specific roles are to establish other roles within the team and the work allocations, and to establish what needs to be done at the beginning of the project. They also have to find a balance of allowing the team to direct themselves once the standards of work are established. With most teams, they don't need a leader to guide them the entire way through the project, but a good project manager knows to begin the project leading and then be able to step back and let the team work itself. They have to clearly define the project plans, goals, scope, and budget. Those are all very important aspects of a project and must be well defined early on for a project to succeed. They have to support the team relationships when needed. This is more with the interpersonal skills discussed earlier and allowing the team to work as itself and when needed be able to step in and support them. They have to have a proper demeanor as a leader and towards the team for a positive impact. This just means to be professional while being a leader and also be able to manage the team without having negative impacts or negative demeanor. They also have to balance subjective and objective criticism to improve the team. These different types of criticism are important in order to improve the team and with the work being done. Being able to criticize subjectively and objectively of different members and the team's overall work as a whole will improve the project's success in the long run. Next is the responsibilities of a project manager. A lot of these were defined in the textbook and the learning activities for Module 5 this week. The biggest thing that a project manager must do is be able to motivate the team, and the team's success is your success and overall project success. Being able to motivate a group towards a common goal is a very important skill to have as a project manager. The project manager needs to be able to keep the team on track, and that can be done daily by just talking with the team or using the provided tools needed to be successful in having well-defined project plans like schedules and delegated work. Another responsibility is managing executives and their expectations. Being able to discuss what is going on with the project and how higher ups can support the project is a very important skill to have, because sometimes higher ups may not be able to see the benefits of a project or what they can do to help, and being able to manage those is a very, very important skill. Project manager also has to manage project risks. All projects have risks and must be identified and mitigated early on and throughout the lifetime of a project. It's always a good skill to identify risk prior to the project and then to be on the lookout for them during the project and to try to minimize them as much as possible. Another responsibility is managing budgets. Budgets are a very important part of projects, and they have to be properly managed and can influence many different decisions throughout the lifetime of a project. Now we're going to discuss some of the easier aspects of being a project manager. In my opinion, some of the easier aspects are creating important project details such as plans, the schedule, goals, and budgets. These are easier because they're more defined and easier to kind of write up and discuss with the team and make sure they understand. I also think it is a little bit easier to support the team in the productive stages just because in those productive stages the team is kind of running itself and a lot of the standard works are well defined, and as a project manager there's not a whole lot of managing that needs to be done during those stages. Now, some of the harder aspects of being a project manager are making sure the executives on the project understand what is taking place and what they can do to support the project. Uh, Making sure that the executives can actually understand the details and what's going on is very important, and that's sometimes can be difficult if they're not exactly in the field of the project, stuff like that. I think determining the work members of the team that are best suited for is a little difficult early on because you don't really know their skills and attributes and what would work well for them. And then sometimes understanding all different aspects of the project itself can be difficult because it might not be within your field of study or your experience as a manager, but those are opportunities to learn and become a better project manager as a whole. That concludes this video presentation. I hope you learned a lot about the roles and responsibilities of a project manager. Thank you.